Welcome viewers, Dr. JWAU. Australia, I never won. The invitation you couldn't afford to accept. Have you ever declined an invitation because you couldn't afford to say yes? Not the ticket, everything that came with it. The wedding invitation arrives, someone announces a birthday dinner, your family plans a weekend away. An old friend says, you have to come. And for a moment you want to. Then the arithmetic begins. Fuel, parking, a present, something decent to wear, a meal you hadn't budgeted for, maybe accommodation. Suddenly being included has a price. Welcome to Australia. Financial hardship doesn't only take things from your home. Eventually it begins taking you out of other people's lives. You invent a reason, already have something on, not feeling too great, maybe next time. You don't say I can't afford to be there, because admitting that would somehow feel worse than missing the event. So the photographs appear without you, everyone's smiling, everyone together. You tap like out of sufferance, then close the phone. Another invitation arrives months later. Again you calculate, again you decline, and eventually people become considerate. They know it's better not to ask. And at first that makes things easier. Then you realize what you've lost. You don't hear the stories because you're not there. Inside jokes develop without you. Children grow between visits. Friendships survive through occasional messages instead of shared memories. And your world becomes geographically smaller, even though nothing physically prevents you from leaving. Then comes another tiny but significant humiliation. Someone says, yep, you know the words, viewers, we haven't seen you in ages. You smile, but it's not real. They don't know you wanted to come to every event, but you just had to miss out. You simply couldn't afford the privilege of participating. And that is how financial loss in Australia becomes rational loss. Not through one dramatic separation, but through one unaffordable yes after another, after another, after another, until eventually it's just no. Viewers, eventually being unable to afford the occasion can cost you something far more expensive than money. It costs you your place in other people's lives. And this is what's happening to people in Australia. They never won.